Hi fellow crafters, I'm Terri from nutsaboutsstamping.com. Welcome to or welcome back to my YouTube channel. I just got back from 2 amazing weeks vacation visiting my friends and family in Canada. And while I was there, fall was full on. The leaves were turning yellow and red and the air was cooler and it was just such a wonderful time of year to be there. Now that I'm back, I'm completely inspired to use all the stamp sets that I have that represent the fall season. So today I'm going to show you a really fun card idea using the More Than Autumn bundle. Should we get started? Here's the More Than Autumn stamp set in case you haven't seen it yet. I love this set. The moment I saw it coming up as an offer, I thought, nope, I have to have it. I love the phrases and I love the different combinations. And I particularly love that this bundle is good for more than just autumn, as the title indicates. You can carry this on pretty much all the way through all 4 seasons. Here are some of the dies. You're going to see some of the other ones during my card demo today. But I also like in the dies that there are word dies. So you don't necessarily have to use the stamp set, or you can use them in combination with each other. So let's get started on this fun card. My card base is going to be pumpkin pie. And to that, I'm going to add a layer of designer series paper that actually comes in the Autumn to Remember scrapbooking workshop kit. Now, if you haven't seen this kit yet, you need to head on over to my blog so that you can see all the bits and pieces. It's amazing, and it's not just for scrapbooking, as today's card will indicate. So I am going to adhere the designer series paper from the scrapbooking workshop kit to my pumpkin pie card base. The next thing I want to do is take 2 pieces of Very Vanilla, and I've got my tuxedo black ink. And on the larger one, I'm going to stamp the cup base. And then on the smaller one, I'm going to stamp what I would consider to be the whipped cream. So I'll do that, and then we'll move on to the next step. Now the whipped cream topper, I'm going to leave as is, but the cup, I want to color using my crumb cake Stampin' Blends and my light pumpkin pie Stampin' Blend. So the first thing I'm going to do is color the center part using pumpkin pie, and then I'm going to color the top and the bottom using my crumb cake Stampin' Blends. I'll go ahead and do that, and then I'll come back and show you what it looks like. And there we go. I have my cup colored. I used the light crumb cake Stampin' Blend over the top and the bottom, and then I just added the dark at the top and at the very top and very bottom, and then blended it together so it looks like the cup has a little bit of depth. Now I'm going to do a whole bunch of die cutting. I'm going to die cut out the cup and the whipped cream, and then from a scrap piece of Very Vanilla, I've got this little die that says latte. And on the back of this layer, I've already attached a piece of my adhesive sheets. So that'll create a nice little sticker. And then I have this piece, let's just slide these out of the way, of pumpkin pie. And again, I have an adhesive sheet on there. And I've got 3 words from the die pack, pumpkin spice season. So while I'm over at my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, I'm going to die cut everything out, and then we'll put them all together to create this really cute card. Back in a moment. All right, I have all of my elements die cut, and I'm going to put them all together onto this layer of Very Vanilla. So I'm going to start off by adding my cup and some multi-purpose liquid glue. Put that like so. And then I am going to use some mini Stampin' Dimensionals for the whipped cream. And then I'm going to add the phrase on top. Now you might have noticed that I've already added the latte word to my cup. I did that after I finished die cutting everything. It's a little, it's not difficult. It's just I didn't think you'd want to watch me picking away at it to try and get the adhesive sheet off the back. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add the words that say pumpkin spice season. So I'm going to peel off the adhesive sheet off the back of each one of these, and that creates like a sticker. And I'll adhere those 3 words down, and then I'll be back. All right, the next thing I want to do is take my crumb cake Stampin' Write marker, and I'm just going to add a dot on my eye for pumpkin and spice, just because I like to have my T's crossed and my I's dotted. Whew. Yep, I'm a little type A. All right, now, I was looking at this as a layer, and it really feels to me like the Very Vanilla kind of stands out. It's quite stark. So what I'm going to do next is take my crumb cake ink and a leftover sponge that I have, and I'm going to sponge around the edges of this layer just to add a little bit of a blending detail so it doesn't stand out quite as much as it currently does. So I'll do that and I'll be right back. And now it's time to talk embellishments, and this is where I get stumped a little bit. I have these faux glass dots, which I think are really pretty. And then I have a new package of the adhesive backed swirl dots. So I would love your opinion. If you have these 2 packs at home and this card, and you wanted to add some embellishments, what would you add? Would you add the glass dots or would you add the swirl dots? Why don't you leave me a comment in the description box under this video and let me know your choice. I don't know. I think I'm going to use these swirl dots. It's always fun to try something new. So I'm going to add 3 of these dots, and then I'll come back and I'll show you what the final card looks like. And here we go. My card is done. I do want to remind you that for the inside, you have a lot of fun phrases in the More Than Autumn stamp set. So consider adding some of those or maybe some additional details to the inside layer of your card. I'll go ahead and do that after the video is over, and you can hop on over to my blog to get a complete listing of the supplies that I used, the measurements for the layers, the ordering numbers for the More Than Autumn stamp set and dies in case you want to order them and play with them at home too, and then I'll include a photo of the inside of my card. I'm Terry. I am Nuts About Stamping. I'll see you at the next video. Bye for now.